I didn't even check, actually. Oh, yeah, it looks like it is working. So today, we're going to continue drilling holes. And I think that's about it. Well, we can do some electronic stuff more. But it's going to be a whole lot more of drilling holes. Isaac still isn't here. He's working on finishing machining some of the parts. I think we're going to have a working driving couch by the end of the week. And I mean like Sunday night, we might have a working couch. It's very possible. But for now, we gotta prepare for some of those parts to get done by drilling more holes. So it's gonna be a tedious process. But hey, we're chilling here, so I gotta set up my tripod here so y'all can have like an actual view of stuff instead of just being like sitting there. You'll be able to see like actually what I'm doing. I'm gonna get my phone set up over here. Let's see if I can actually get the camera to work. Let's see, turn that on, and where the heck is it? There. Let's see. I think that's right. Let's see. Does this want to connect? Maybe? No? Okay, I think I got the code wrong. Let me check this. Oh, yeah, I did. Oops. Alright. Let's see, is this right? I think I spelled it correctly. Does not want to connect? Hmm. Oh, wait, hang on. Alright. This might be it. Let's see. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. So we're gonna take this and let's see. We're gonna go here. And put this up here in this corner. Okay. So this is kind of cursed, chat. But this is what we're doing to drill these holes. Like, and when I say kind of cursed, I mean it's extremely cursed. We so last time we tried drilling holes, it turns out that like you have to drill pretty slow And we were not doing that. We were drilling really fast, so we destroyed a bunch of bits. So you have to drill slow, and it was really hard to keep it straight. So this right here, this is a drill block that's made, it's solid steel, and it's made to hold everything steady. So that way it doesn't like go wobble all over the place, because last time it wobbled and we got a bunch of bad holes drilled over here. So this should fix that. And it also, one of the other things you need to cut steel is a lot of pressure with the low speed. And I'm just not strong enough to hold that pressure for that long. So we have used a clamp to hold the drill in place. And the clamp will provide constant pressure for it. Again, this is extremely cursed, but it works surprisingly well. I tried one off stream and like I managed to get all the way through with it. I don't know, man. If it works, it works. I'm not gonna complain. So yeah, this is what we're doing. But I gotta make sure this is going to go in straight. And I think I'm gonna get a second clamp for that. So this is the 11/16 one. So I guess I can put this right here. Though it's gonna be barely on. Well, let's not do that right there. We'll do it right over here. It'll be fine. Oh, actually, no, we do need to move it to the side a tad, because we gotta have room for the third clamp. All right, so we get that clamped on there. That's not moving. So our drill just goes in here, and we want to drill nice and slow. And we use our clamp to provide constant pressure and to hold it steady. Like this. And we just keep turning our clamp every once in a while. Let's throw some cutting oil in there. Like that. And we keep going. Regardless, it's going to take a long time to fully drill any hole in 1/8" steel. But this way, I think is probably just our best bet in general. It doesn't require me to like strain myself pushing a drill for that long. And we don't have any drill press that's big enough to really put this entire frame under. It's like, what else are we gonna do? This works pretty well. I think we can up the speed a tad. Probably almost in. Yeah, I think we're almost in. Sounds like we're about ready to fully penetrate. I wish I had a better indication that would show me, but I'm seeing more chips and stuff coming out from the drill bit. Yep, there it is. It's through. Look at that. And that was effortless and took so much less time than last time. I mean, if y'all were in last stream, remember Aaron just sitting there for like freaking 20 minutes per hole, straining his arms, holding it like this. And we just did that one hole in like, I don't know, 5 minutes. Probably less time. It is kind of crazy. But yeah, we just got to do that like 30 times. We also got to get this all the way down in there. We got to give our drill bit a little bit more distance. Yeah, that's good enough. Well, we'll give it a little bit more grip. Yeah, that should be good. But yeah, this way, because we've got this drill block in here now, it allows us to drill this hole without having to worry about whether or not we're going to destroy our jig. And we don't have to like take our jig off every time. We can just leave it on. All right, get ready for the second hole. You can't really get oil in the second one, unfortunately, but it doesn't really need oil. It just kind of helps a tad. Once we do this twice per... Or, yeah, we got to go through one side and the other side, so there's twice. Once we do that twice, then we have to upgrade the size and go from... I think this is 11/64ths. We got to go to the next size up, which is the one that fits an M6 bolt, which I have forgotten the size of, but it's on the drill block, so it'll be fine. How much battery do we have left? Oh, we're so fine on battery. Yeah, we pretty much just keep adjusting pressure with our knob here, and we just have it's literally just free drilling, zero effort. You know what I mean? It's awesome. Though this does not solve the problem of our tight corners. We actually did come up with a solution for that, but I don't think it's going to be today that we're able to do it. It'll have to wait until like tomorrow or Saturday or something. Hey, we're already almost through this. I think we're through. Yep, I think that's it. Drill bit looks good still. All right, let me take a look and see. Is that through? Yep, it is. And it is perfectly lined up too. Nice. So, yeah, now that we've done that, we take our clamps off. Yeah, here's the drill block, chat. So, it's got like grooves on the other side so you can do pipes and stuff. It was kind of expensive, like 20 bucks, but honestly, great purchase, and it has really been helpful for this. I mean, you just saw that hole get drilled in like half the amount of time that it normally takes. So, and it's nice and straight. I can't complain about anything. But yeah, now that that's done, we take our drill block again, and so we measure it with this one. I don't remember what size this is. Okay, it's 15/64. So that's our size that we want. So we take our small drill bit and we put it in the 15/64 slot, like this. And then we line it up with our hole. We just want to put our drill bit through there like that. And then now our block is hanging on the drill bit. We're just gonna take our block right here and clamp it down. And we just want to make sure that that block is lined up to be perfectly in the center of that drill bit, in which it looks pretty good right here. So I'm just going to take our second clamp and clamp it down from this side too. And make sure that it's still centered, which looks pretty good. Tighten these up pretty good, and then take our drill bit out. And then here's our bigger bit. And we get this in here. What are we on? 15/64. And we just go through this side. I think we're going to use the clamp again because it allows us to keep good pressure, and it's much easier to use than hands. But this side doesn't matter as much in terms of using the clamp because it's already got a pilot hole drilled, so it's going to be able to drill much easier through each side. So it's probably almost through already. Yeah, there it is. That's already through. So yeah, other side goes really fast. All right. Let me do the same thing right here. Let me just go. Now, it is going to hit this part of the clamp, so we do got to make sure that we back it out before it does that. So we just got to keep monitoring it. But Oh, actually, it might already be about through. We'll probably do this section from hand. Well, maybe not. Oh, no, I see it. Yeah, it's almost through. Yeah, it has a significantly easier job going through when there's already a hole there. It's almost there. Yeah, like 2 seconds. Yep, there it is. Sure that hole's nice and clean. And then we take our drill block off and we compare it with a M6 bolt. All right, let me grab a bolt real quick. Where I think this is an M6. I'm gonna get a longer one. All right, we got our M6 bolt. Yeah, look at that. Perfect little hole. I'm gonna go in from that side right there. And then our aluminum extrusion will go into that. And then there's another one we already got here on the other side too. Same thing. Perfect hole. So that's how we're gonna do the rest of them. That worked so much better. Like I'm so shocked by like how easily that went. But all right, we get our jig back on the other side here. Let's get hammer and make sure it's all in place. Oops. That'll be fine. Okay. New block. So this time we got to go from this other side. So I'm actually gonna shift you guys over. All right, hang on. Adjusting a tripod from behind is not easy. Especially this one. Holy crap, it is locked up. Wow. Can I loosen that at all? Okay, well. There you go. So, yeah, we're going to do the same thing, but it's over here on the other side because there isn't room to get the drill right here. But, yeah, same process once again. We take our drill block, get our 11/16 on there, line it up with the hole, like that, and I drop my bolt. All right, let me make sure this is in a good place. Yep, that looks good. All right. Now let's get our second clamp on just to make sure it's got a good grip. So we don't want that drill block coming misaligned. That's like literally what's keeping our entire thing in place. And take our drill bit out, put it back in our drill. Like that, and let me get our clamp. All right, we're on 11/64. Now this one's a little weirder because there's not something to hold the drill on the other side, so I'm gonna have to do it by hand, but and I also have to adjust the clamp by hand too. Oh, wait, we want to do it from the other side. I forgot. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, this way we're not adding too much weight on the drill. That's unnecessary. All right, there we go. Now all of the... You got to make sure the drill is staying straight by hand, but the block does most of that work for us. I'm gonna throw a little bit of cutting oil on the inside of here. I'm actually like really shocked by how well this is able to keep positive pressure on the drill. Like it doesn't really struggle at all to cut through now. And I don't have to use any like actual effort to hold the drill steady. All right, I think it's almost through. Maybe not. It could just be stupid. Come on, surely. Almost there. Yeah, there it goes. Nice. All right, so now we want to have about an 1/8 inch extra on our bit. So that way we don't run through and eat up our clamp. But yeah, and like the tip of the bit still looks fine. I guess you guys can't really tell much about what that looks like, but to me it looks fine. Yeah, we still got an 1/8 inch. So yeah, we just keep going. Make sure to align this well. Yep. And we just keep going. This is by far the most cursed method I've ever used for drilling anything. But man, I am so impressed by how well it works. And it's through. It's that easy. Yeah, like remember Aaron and I thought we'd be here for freaking hours doing this last time. But with this method, it's genuinely like, it might take, I don't know, freaking an hour. Well, not an hour. Maybe 2-3 hours to do all of the holes. I guess that's like nothing. Last time it took us 2 to 3 hours to do 4 holes. Yeah. Let's get this bit back in there. And then I'm gonna line that up with, what is it, 15/16, I think? Or 15/64. Ow. Yeah, 15/64. Oh. Wait. The welds are in the way, kind of. I think... Can it actually line up there? No. Crap. That's a problem. Yeah, the welds are in the way here. Let me see. Yeah, that's... What do we do about that? Since now the drill block doesn't fit. Or maybe we just try it without the drill block. It's only one hole. Like, surely we don't need it to be perfect. What if we just sit here like this? No, that's even just that was uneven. What's the best way to go about this? It really, like, sucks that this block is shaped like this. Like, look at it. It's got, like, all these curves here. Like, what do these curves accomplish? Why do they need to be there? If it didn't have that, it would literally fit right here, but it doesn't. Man, I need to cut off the weld. But we don't have a good way of doing that. Unless if I just want to go at it with this freaking saw. Where did my metal blade go? Let's get a new one, I guess, but... Yeah, I think we're just going to go at it with the saw. I bought an angle grinder. It's going to come in today, but not till later. So, I can't do that yet, unfortunately. Let me grab a battery. I think we just got to go at it like this. Yeah, we're like almost through it. It's like halfway done. Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, there we go. I think we gotta sand the rest down. My files aren't gonna be able to get that much, so let me grab my sander. This thing is covered in garbage. That looks pretty good. That's like relatively straight. Yeah, let's see if this works now. Okay, so we gotta use 15/64 again. Get our drill bit in there. And then, yeah, I think that lines up. Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that it's all good. Lined up well. Yeah, that looks straight. Oh, well, it's actually not. Hang on. Let's... Okay. I think that is straight, or at least as straight as we are going to be able to get it. Let's see how well this works. We're just gonna do this one by hand. I don't wanna risk the... Okay, it's immediately moving the block. That's awesome. Hang on, let me put the old bit back in. All right, I just tightened the clamps up a whole bunch more. So let's see if this will work now. It's moving less. Yeah, I think we just keep doing this. Yeah, that went through. We almost through that? No, not even close. Oh, man, this is tiring. At least it looks centered on this side, so that's something. Come on, surely almost there. Yep, I see the bit. Come on. Yep, there it is. There we go. So, we dropped a bolt earlier. Oh, I picked it up. Let's see. Yeah, okay. That's almost definitely going to be better than anything we drilled over on that side. So, I'm good with that. Let's move our camera over here. Now we do this side. And we're going to do this one first. And get our block. That's probably as far as it's going to go on that side. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's like actually within 1/1000th of an inch, so it should be good. We're almost halfway done with the holes. After all of these holes are done being drilled, there's only a few left that need to be done. So on each one of these, there's this hole, and then this hole and this hole. These two are pretty easy to do because we can access them from this side over here. On this side, this one's easy to do because we've got plenty of room on either side here. But for this hole right here, this one is difficult. Reason being, it's so close to the wall that you can't really get the drill in there. Like, look at the, I guess you can't really see where I'm pointing the hole at. You can see that's where the hole's at, but when the drill's pressed up against the thing here, it doesn't get to the hole. So we actually got a 90-degree adapter that I think is going to work for that. But Isaac stole one of the parts for it, and I don't have that part right now, so we can't use it. And we got to wait for him to come back before we can. But he's currently working on machining some parts for couch, and once those parts are machined, then we'll be able to continue on. But I'm getting this work done now because, well, there's nothing else for me to do, and it needs to get done before we can do really anything else. So, fun. Annoying problem, but we just keep doing this same thing over and over again. So, yeah, we just gotta make sure that's in there and lined up well. Yeah, seems pretty good. And then all right, that's on. And let's get this one. Let's get both of these tightened up. And that seems pretty good. So let's align our drill bit so that way we're going to go all the way through all of these. Okay, so about right there is where we want it to be. So when that's all the way through, yep, it will go all the way through all of them. Awesome. Although I might have to move one of the clamps later, but it shouldn't be a huge deal. And then we'll take a clamp and throw it in here. Make sure it's pretty centered too. Sorry, my face is gonna be in the way, but I just gotta make sure this is lined up. What's a good way to, maybe here, I'll move the camera right over here so that way I can actually access this and you guys won't have to see nothing but me. Yeah, we go. This angle of holding a drill with my thumb is very weird. Oh, I also just realized you can't see. There we go. How does that look? You still can't really see the hole. Oh yeah, there we go. Professional streamer right here. I am so good at this. Trust me. Slowly. I think we're almost through. Yep, there it is. Now we just gotta tighten this up more. It's really hard to get the clamp aligned to be center on the drill, so that way it applies pressure evenly. That would be really nice if there's a way, like a really easy way of getting it centered up well enough to put even pressure so I don't have to do most of that manually with my hands. Yep, and it's through. Fire. Now we do it with the big drill. What is that noise? Oh, they're doing pavement stuff outside. That's crazy. They're like repaving the road right now. Huh. Yeah, that's the secret to drilling holes in the metal, chat. You just gotta go slow with a lot of freaking pressure. And then it just kind of goes easily, which is crazy. I can also put this tiny drill bit back too, since we're not using this. Okay. Let's get our next size up. And get our block in place. So is this 5/16? Should be the right one right there. Yeah. Fucking drill, move out of the way. I need to see. Yeah, that looks good. Let's get our other one on the other side here. Get both of these super tight. And here we go. What on earth did you just... What did you just say? When is your... Thanks, chat, for cutting that message off. When is your bar mitzvah? Dude, I don't even know what that means. When is your knee surgery? Okay. Well, let's get this one done. Okay, that's immediately moving the block. Cool. Let's take that out. I want to make sure that our hole's still centered. It's not cool. I should, you know what? Instead of using these blue Irwins, I'm going to take some of our beefier heavy metal grips. These quick grips are nice, but these red ones are like stupid strong. Yeah, even just one of those in there, I can't even move this thing. I gotta loosen that up. Oh, I have the other one right here. Okay. This should work better now. Come on. Yeah, there he is. Oh, that's one. All right. Now for the second one. Wow, it's actually shocking how much easier it goes if you just apply more pressure. It drills significantly easier the more pressure you put on it. Okay, that's our next one done. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more holes. Where's our bolt? Let me get this. Oh, my camera froze for a second. Is it fine? It looks fine now. Yep, that looks pretty good. All right. Let's get you guys over here. Dude, why is this camera mount so stiff? This is actually insane. Is there a way that I can loosen that at all? I don't see any way of loosening it. It's just crazy stiff. Okay. You guys got a pretty good view of that right here. We're gonna do this one next. That weld is huge. That's probably gonna give us some problems. Let's see if this will even fit on there. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we gotta modify that, I think. Yeah, that's just bulging out. So we gotta get rid of some of this weld. That's fun. That's awesome. How I wish I had my angle grinder. How far are we? That's barely anything. Okay, we're gonna be here a while. Actually, I wonder how well it would go if I just did it like this. Oh, man, everything is falling off the freaking table right now. It's vibrating it so much. Can everything stop, like, vibrating away from... Like, everything's falling off the table. Oh, we're like halfway there. Dang, okay. That bar is, like, not straight. Yeah, that works pretty well. Now we have a crazy sharp end on that. I gotta see if I can remove that now. Oh, I forgot that was there. Hang on, let me move this. Ugh. All right. We did it, chat. Took long enough, but it's nice and flat now. Yippee. Oh, would you look at that? There is a bot in chat. Mods. Kill that man's balls. He's gone. Get out of here. All right. Let's sand that down so it's not sharp. turn off. Yeah, it looks pretty good. That's pretty flat. I think that should give us a good spot to clamp to. Grab my block. Yeah, that's way better than the other one on the other side too. Okay. Oh, do we still have to do the others? Yes, we do. We gotta do the corner side. Which this is going to be even more annoying to get done. Yeah, this is... Oh. Hang on. While my phone's over here, I'm gonna plug it in. Yeah, it's about to die. Totally forgot that this thing needs to, you know, have charge. Crazy. Okay. You guys can still see that. Man, this battery's warm. Yeah, we're like halfway done. Hang on, the thing is shifting again. I gotta move it back. We're almost there, chat. Almost. Don't you love my incredible welding abilities? Is this battery dead? Yes. Incredible. Okay. Back on the charger you go. And this one still has full charge. Man, one of the neighbors is making something that smells good. I'm getting hungry. Sounds like roasted chicken or something. Almost done. That is like so. How is that not out yet? Bro. What? It's like literally right there. I just... can't really hit it at a good angle with this hammer. No, I guess it's not just right there. Because it's very much still on. Feels so close though, dude. Well, I guess we keep going. This blade is probably so dull already. Oh wait, yeah, I can literally see like the teeth coming off. The tip is nice though. Oh, got it. Nice. Okay, cool. Battery's almost dead already, too. Well, yeah, it looks good. And the welds should still be good, too. All right, so... yeah, now this part fits in here. Nice. Okay. Now let's get our drill block in. Yeah. This should be good. Cool. Thanks, Block. Very cool. Big fan. Okay. That looks good. We're going to tighten this. That block is never moving again. And the 3D print has a giant warp in it because the clamp is so good. All right. Yeah, this is cursed. But it works, so. All right, we go. Nice. All right, that's through. We got to give our drill a little bit more room. All right, that's enough room to drill through. All right, so we do it again. That's almost through already. Unless if it just like didn't have a good enough grip on that. Yeah, actually it's not through. I think it just didn't have a good enough grip on the drill bit and it just slid down. All right, let's do that again. Yeah, it's almost definitely what happened. I gotta loosen this. I can't hold this on that angle for that long. All right, that's a much better angle. All right, it's through. Cool. All right. Man, this is surprisingly tiring. Also, while we're doing that, might as well do the other side too, I guess. All right. I just sat on the tires. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. 11/64. Let's get you on right there. Man, I am so hungry. I haven't eaten anything today beside that like fruit snack at the beginning of the stream. I feel like I'm about to freaking explode. Which one was this again? That one, okay. Let's hit it with one of these. Actually, nah, we'll use one of these ones. That'll be fine. All right, looks pretty good. And yep, that's still lined up. I think we have to do this one from the other side too. Dude, this is so cursed. This might actually be the most cursed way to drill anything ever. Alright, that's through. Now we do the other side. Well, that didn't sound good. Uh-oh. Did that, like, break the drill bit or something? Yup. Crap. I just broke the freaking drill bit. Listen to that, chat. Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. What do I do now? I guess we'll just take the clamps off and see what it looks like. I mean, the drill bit is, yeah, it's embedded in there. I don't know what to do about that. I can't see in there. Do I have a light? I guess this drill has a light on it. No, I can't see in there at all. Yeah, look at that, chat. I just freaking broke the entire bit off of that. The entire tip of the bit is just gone. I guess that's the downside of using such a tiny bit to drill such a big hole. Well, I guess well, that bit is probably stuck in the metal. I probably can't just recover it like nothing. Oh, my phone is like seriously about to die, even though it's on the charger. Hang on, I gotta stop streaming here. Yeah, I'm gonna give my phone some time to recharge. Let's go back over here. Okay. So we just busted a drill bit. I don't know how to get it out. I genuinely can't think of anything to do to get the drill bit out of the metal there. It's right in here, and I can see it protruding through. Maybe, what if I like scrape the end off with this real quick? Nah, it's not really doing anything. Also, this battery's almost dead too. But yeah, I can see the drill bit poking through here. Maybe I just hit it with a bigger drill bit. I do have to go through a second time with a bigger bit, so maybe we just try going through with this one. Now, is that staying straight? Oh, that's actually staying pretty straight, even though I'm doing it by hand. Okay. I'm gonna get a tiny flashlight. I'm gonna see if I can see on the inside of that. Let's see, can we see inside? Oh, actually, yes. I can't quite make out what exactly I'm seeing. It kind of just looks like the tip is stuck in the hole. How are we supposed to get that out then if the tip's just stuck in there? Maybe, I guess, going from the other side, but we can't go from the other side right now. So, yeah, what do we do here? I guess we can ask Google what it thinks. Let's see. Extract with pliers. Boil in aluminum. What? Thank you, Google AI. What on earth? Well, one of these guys tried welding a stud to it, but that's not going to work because I don't have welding equipment. I don't know. Might have to just drill over it, to be honest. Which is, I don't know how I feel about that. The best way is probably going at it from the backside. So maybe we'll just wait until we have the other piece done. The part that we need for that before we worry about it. I guess for now I can make this hole larger. All right, that hole's bigger now. And then needs to go through on the other side too. That's through. Let's see how well a bolt goes through that real quick. Yeah, looks pretty good. Yeah, for this side, I think we might be kind of screwed until we have the 90-degree thing. Well, actually, I can go grab it real quick. Oh wait, is it in here? Wait, I could have sworn it was in here. Where'd it go? Maybe I brought it outside. Did I set it out here somewhere? Where the heck did it go? I don't know where I put it. Hang on. Is it not in here? Well, here's my calipers. Dude, I could have sworn it was literally just in here. Where the heck did it go? Okay, well, I can't find it. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere eventually. But anyway, oh, it's right here. Okay, so this thing right here is a 90-degree adapter for a drill. It's supposed to be like twisty, but we actually don't want that because we tried using one of these earlier off stream to drill one of these holes over here, and it like twisted around itself and it literally destroyed the whole thing. So we returned it and got a new one from Menards. We're putting this aluminum tubing around it to make it a little stiffer. Hopefully it'll keep it from twisting around and stuff like that. But this just goes in a drill. But the problem here is that this is a standard like impact hot swap thing. So you put your bit in there and to get it out. Most things you're supposed to pull on it and it comes out. This one's the other way around. You have to push on it and it comes out. It's stupid. But it doesn't work for drill bits, and we don't have any drill bits that do work for it. So the only way to use it is to put a chuck in it. And we actually have a chuck adapter made for one of these. But Isaac took it and he is gone. So we can't use this right now, and we can't drill the rest of the holes, which is super unfortunate. But other than that, we're pretty much set for the rest of the holes. Well, we would if I didn't break a drill bit. Yeah, that is just destroyed. So I don't quite know what to do about this. I'm trying to think about... Yeah, I think the only way that we're going to do this is by taking this piece and getting a drill bit right in here. But again, we need that drill bit adapter, or we need the chuck adapter for it. So we can't do that right now. So I think we just wait. I guess we can do the other ones, figure out a way to do the other ones without that smaller bit. We'll just do them entirely with the big bit, which I guess will make him harder to snap. So that'll be something, but to do that, we need to drill this out to this size, which I guess they're already pretty similar in size, so there's not that much that needs to be done. Here, I can set this to workbench camera and then move this right up here. I think we just do this here. That looks pretty centered, so I think it'll be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. All right, that looks pretty good. So yeah, we'll just do bigger holes. That'll probably be the last one that we do since it's got that bit in it. But we can do some of these now. All right, that's aligned. Let's make sure it's on there with the hammer. Seems pretty good. Let's get our block on here. Actually, I'm gonna disconnect this. I wonder if I can use this camera to show over here. Yeah. It's just gonna be upside down. Mildly cursed, but it works. Here, let's do that. Yeah. Oh, wait, why did I put this back in here? It doesn't need to go in there yet. We just need to align it with the block. Okay, we're on 15/64. And let's get a clamp on. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And yeah, we're just gonna go through with only this bit. Oh, you know what? We haven't used oil in a while. I wonder if that's why we broke a bit here. All right, let's get our thing ready. Okay, that needs to come out a tad. Okay, I think that'll work. Yeah, it seems to be working fine. Nope. The tip of the clamp fell off. Honestly, need to freaking like glue those on or something. Yeah, this is working pretty well. Okay, that is through. Our bit is not broken. And the tip of the thing came off again. I need to like glue those on. But that looks good. Okay. Nice, that goes through. Looks pretty straight. Huge. We do it again. Where'd my hammer go? I said, oh yeah, it's over here. Okay. Hole number 2 time. Is there something in that hole? Why is this not fitting in? Oh, there it goes. I can actually clamp it from this other side too. All right. Should be pretty good. And we go again. All right. Okay. And we go. There we go. There's number 1. And then we go number 2. Or we don't go number 2, but we drill number 2. 2 different things. Dude, my fingers hurt so much from turning this. I'm gonna come over here and turn this from a different angle. All right. There we go. And now we're through. Nice. It's actually going way faster with only using 1 bit. All right. That looks pretty good. And we'll see how it fits with a... Yep, that looks good. Nice. One more for now. Just this one. And then once that's done, then, well, we just gotta wait on Isaac. And then we'll do the other, what is it? 4 holes, I guess. Then there's this one, that one, and then this last one. So like 3.5. All right, that is lined up. Cool. Almost there. Man, it sucks drilling holes in steel. Just imagine if this was like anything but mild steel. Imagine if we had to do this in like some crazy hard steel. All right, that looks good. It's pretty straight seams. I'll loosen up that side a tad. And we go again. I guess you guys can't see much from there. Let me move this a tad. Almost through. All right, that is through. Nice. Got some nice little spirals of steel there. Okay. Yeah, that managed to get all the way through. Just one more. Let me get this on here tight. Come on. Almost there. That's through. All right, let's see how that looks. That's good. All right, that looks like it drilled at a weird angle. Oh, it did. That's not straight. Well, I guess we can test it out with a bolt right here. See if it'll go in. Let's test them out with one of these bolts. Come on. Okay, that bolt is not wanting to thread in. Yes, well, we'll try it the other side first. Hang on. Come on, can we get this in there? Hang on, that seems like it might be going in. Okay, that is threaded in. Let's see if this one will also. Oh, yeah. It does. All right. Doesn't even matter. They're close enough. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, with even just those two, it seems to fit pretty well. Is that long enough? Yeah, that is. Let's see if this one will go in too. Nope. Cool. It is not going to be easy to get all of these bolts in, to be completely honest. I don't think I ever expected it to be like super easy, but it seems like it's going to be much more difficult than we ever expected though. That's so close. I can literally see it though. That one's threaded in pretty good. This one over here, also threaded in pretty good. I wonder if we go through and just increase the hole size at all. That would make it easier to thread them all in. Actually, quite a lot easier, likely. Because there's for sure gonna be discrepancy in our holes. I don't think there's any chance that we're gonna be able to do all of them perfect. Oh, that's upside down too. Yeah, this needs to be the other way around. Well, at least for now, that's all of the holes drilled. We still have to do this one, that one, and then the one that I screwed up over here. But for now, we're done drilling holes. Only for now, though. I don't know when Isaac is going to get up here, since it's dependent on when he finishes the machining work. But when he does, we can figure out that stuff. All right, take that out. Let's take this one out. I just want to see, can I get this one in there? Oh no, that hole actually looks like it's too close to the wall to get in there. Yeah, that one might need to be drilled bigger. Well, actually, while this is off, I'm going to reverse this piece since it's the wrong way. But oh, come on. Let's see, can I even get this in? I don't think I can. Yeah, for some reason that hole is in a weird spot. Oh well. Yeah. I think we'll just have to drill them bigger to make room for everything so that they fit better. They're all already pretty tight, so as long as we put like washers on them, I think it'll be fine. There shouldn't be any problems there. Well, I think that's going to be it for today's stream. It's a relatively short stream, but we got most of the holes drilled, which is awesome. Let me think. I think maybe tomorrow. Well, it depends on when we get the drill. Or yeah, when Isaac gets done and gets me the chuck. But once we're done with drilling the holes, once Isaac gets the chuck, we drill the holes. Then I think we're going to get ready to paint this. I should have the angle grinder by then. We'll angle grind all of the nasty stuff off the side of it. And we'll make it look a little nicer. We'll do a sanding coat. We'll do all this on stream, but we'll do a sanding coat, and then put a coat of rusty metal primer on there, maybe even some paint, and get this looking a little nicer than what it is right now. Once we do that, then it's time to get this thing going. When Isaac gets back, he should have all of the parts done, and we should be able to do a full test of like everything. I think the gearboxes are gonna be done. We're this close. I'm telling you, it'll probably be this weekend. We're gonna stream for the next, well, I don't know about tomorrow yet, but we're probably gonna stream every day this week until it's done. So stay tuned, because it's gonna get crazy. Couch is almost done, but I think I'm going to end the stream there, and I will see everybody later. Yeah, I'll